Hi, today I'm sharing another Alfred Aiken letter from his book titled Power. Thanks for stopping by. I believe all is well with you. I really enjoy those letters included in Alfred Aiken's book. It helps me to connect deeper with his material. You get to see and appreciate the practical application of the absolute teaching in the way he responds to questions sent to him. And this is always based on the simple premise that God is all and all is God. Nothing to add and nothing to take away. When he refers to God, this has nothing to do with religion or some power somewhere in the sky, but simply that where you stand, stands the I am. And this you is with a capital Y for emphasis, so as not to confuse with the little you born in time and space. This can be a root shock to the puny human mind that has been indoctrinated and programmed based on world mind concepts that conditions the mind to always start from limitation. It conditions the mind to fight unseen enemies, shadows, and so on, and in time destroys the form. But when you begin to put to practice the command that says, let this mind with capital M be in you that was in Christ Jesus, life takes on a whole new meaning. And you might ask, what is this mind that was in Christ Jesus? Well, you get a glimpse of it in these statements. I and my Father are one. Do you not believe that I am in the Father and the Father in me? The words that I speak to you, I do not speak on my own authority, but the Father who dwells in me does the works. That is the mind, the I in you, not the little you born in time and space. That one can only see problems, sufferings, go through pains, for it is controlled by the world mind. But when we allow this mind that was in Christ Jesus, our true essence, to express itself, we start from the place of solution, not what I don't want, but what do I really want, and contemplate what we want and dwell there. That pleases the Father within. And he goes forth and does the work, and the world might refer to it as a miracle or say we are lucky. But it is none of those. It is simply because we are abiding in our true essence. Pretty very simple. Why complicate simple matters? Anyway, don't let me get carried away. Let's get into this letter. On page 200, I titled it, Your Daughter is an Idea in Mind. The letters included in the books do not have the original questions, and they are not given title. It is from reading them that you have an idea of the likely issue. And I love this particular response by Alfred Aiken, for it contains the raw aspect of the absolute teaching as it relates to family dynamics. Dear so-and-so, as to your daughter, she is an idea in mind. She is whole and as perfect as infinite intelligence is capable of conceiving and perceiving her. Stop insisting on seeing her as your child. Only consciousness, intelligence, perceives. There is no other mind, yours, ours, or your husband's. There is but one omnipresent awareness, the true and only one. Only what one mind knows is known. Only consciousness, inclusive of its ideas, is existence. All ideas are as this perfect perception knows them to be. What mind are you using to see evil? Why assume you have a little mind and that it is so smart, clever, adroit that it can unknow what God knows, can change every idea thing in mind to be the reverse of what is? Isn't that but the deceit of conceit? There is no mind but omnipotent intelligence. There is no human, hence no human mind in omnipresence. The alone absolute being. Let us be honest with truth. Let us stop merely talking truth. Really be truthfully consistent with truth and concede that all honor, glory, presence, power, substance, and action is omniscience, being all. Reality precludes any little minds anywhere, any sickness anywhere. Please ponder pages 243 and 244 in Now, cordially. In the last paragraph of the letter, Alfred Aiken invites the reader to ponder pages 243 and 244 in Now. Now is another book of the author that I'm studying, and pages 243 and 244 are the last pages of the chapter titled Guilt. You will find the words contained in these pages illuminating, especially if you love the absolute way of living. Quote, intelligence, beholding truth, is the divine self being self-aware. The I that I am beholding myself, being individually self-conscious, self-identified as I. It leaves out no portion of my universe. It includes all of my business, my family, my body, my city, state, nation, earth, planets. All is included in my infinite mind. And this mind of me is the entire action of all it includes. Everything is perfect, whole, permanent, giving mind conscious, absolute satisfaction. There is not a single item, form, idea, thing that can either walk a lie or be walked on by a lie. Not an item in the entirety of totality that can subject itself to evil or trouble, or that error can use as a subject. See Revelation 21:27. God is all, hence there can be no guilt. Guilt must have duality, the deceit and the deceived, the sin and the sinner, the wrong and that which is wronged. The absolute way is God's way. In truth, there is no other way under the sun. One can never be what he is not. One can only be the one he is, and that one is whole, perfect, eternal, right now. Why not see and accept this? Why not stop searching where you cannot be found? Why not stop the labor, the headache, the frustration, the futile chase? Why not end the wars and rumors of wars that supposedly exist in time and enjoy the self you are this very moment and always will be? This is not only possible, but it is inevitable. Why put it off? Why delay enjoying the truth of yourself? The self that is alone is truly the whole of you today. Beholding yourself as you are will neither change matter, human sense, nor God. What is forever changeless. What is not right now, even though humanity, via sense and education, insist that it is. Declaring a mistake or believing it will not make it so. There is nothing human. There is nothing man. There is nothing guilty of aught. There is no guilt. There is only God. I am infinite, omnipresent intelligence. And what God includes within himself. There can be nothing beyond or outside of the infinite one. Do not be so foolish as to assume you can change this. Now feel guilty because you assume you have changed it. You have not, so be of good cheer. You did not be released from the burden of guilt because you have no guilt to be freed from. If you insist there is guilt, it will have to belong to God. Spirit being all excludes the possibility that there can be another. There is only one I, the alone infinite individual I, the all-inclusive omniscience I that I am. There is no thing else. Purity is the eternal order of the day, wherein there is no guile, no guilt. Hence, no reformation required, no penalty, no punishment. The kingdom of heaven is intact in all its present perfection, and the I that I am is individually aware, consciously alive to this, enjoying it to the full of absolute satisfaction. Unquote. Will you find yourself and live in that self? Thanks for listening. Bye.